One's ready. One's ready. Go! So you guys are going into Special Warfare Assessment Selection. It is an attributes-based selection model. What does that mean?
Guys, are we running right now to get fitter? Are we practicing running? Practicing.
I can't freaking...
So there's a holistic picture that we're looking for. The instructors are giving you input, and we're expecting an output. And everything is for a reason. If you guys haven't heard my spiel yet, everything that we do, every single exercise, has a connection to the job that you're trying to do. We don't want people at INDOC, Special Warfare Assessment Selection, whatever they're gonna call the new course when it inevitably changes somewhere down the road. I don't care what they call it. What I need is you to show me the raw materials for the things that I wanna build you into. Just like everything else, it's a crawl, walk, run.
I'm running keys just like this. All the way to ATC, you never quit. All the way to ATC, you never quit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the One's Ready podcast. You're in the team room. This is your daily drop for the 19th of September, brought to you by tastygains.com. Listen, I know that you've seen me on video. I know that you've appreciated the gains and you have recognized how swole I'm getting. And listen, I appreciate it. But all the credit really goes to Tasty Gains. They've got pre-workout gummies, they've got creatine gummies, they've got nootropics, hydration powders, all that kind of good stuff that you need to make sure you're getting a solid workout in. My personal favorite is creatine, as you can tell, because I know all of you guys have been admiring my muscles. It's cool. I don't take any offense to it. You know, enjoy yourself, enjoy the show, enjoy the gun show. But that's where the credit is. So that's tastygains.com. All right, on to the joint news. Poland cleared for Javelin missile sale. The Department of Defense announced State Department approval for the potential foreign military sale to Poland of Javelin missile systems and support valued at an estimated $780 million. The Defense Security Cooperation Agency notified Congress the case advances NATO allied deterrence and interoperability if it is concluded. All right. U.S. Adriatic Charter Chiefs meet on regional security. United States European Command hosted senior military leaders from Adriatic Charter nations to discuss regional security and cooperation. The engagements in Tirana emphasized allied readiness and coordination. Tirana. I don't think I've ever been to Tirana. Okay, moving on. You guys are catching me thinking about whether or not I've been to Tirana or not. I don't think I have. Anyway, USS Blue Ridge arrives in South Korea to strengthen alliance. U.S. 7th Fleet flagship, USS Blue Ridge, made a port visit to... Now, I definitely know I haven't been here because I can't say this word. Pyongyang Tak. Anyway, following exercise activity in the region, the visit included senior level engagements intended to reinforce the U.S. Republic of Korea maritime partnership. If you guys know actually how to say that or phonetically say that, I'm trying to do it in real time, but feel free to correct me in the comments. All right, this is Air Force news. Laughlin reaches highest annual pilot production in 3 decades. Whoa. Laughlin Air Force Base reported that Class 2515, or 25 TAC 15, graduation contributes to the installation's largest annual pilot production in 30 years. The milestone reflects sustained undergraduate pilot training, or UPT, output, and instructor capacity. Damn, I wonder what size their class was then. 30 years? Jeez. All right. 19th Airlift Wing inactivates operations and maintenance groups. Little Rock Air Force Base held a ceremony to inactivate the 19th Operations Group and 19th Maintenance Group. The organizational change honors legacy while aligning the wing for future mission requirements. Next, POW MIA 24-hour vigil underscores remembrance and resilience. The 35th Fighter Wing conducted a continuous prisoners of war missing in action vigil at Misawa Air Base Airmen maintain the flag in motion for over 24 hours to honor the fallen and strengthen unit cohesion. Those 24-hour runs are always a good time. It's usually a good showing, and it's going out there to raise money, and it's a good cause, and you're just hanging out with your friends, like in running. Like it's a good time. I've done the TAC-P one several times now, and it's always good. All right, Space Force news. Space Systems Command stands up a new test and training system, Delta. Space Systems Command established an operational test and training infrastructure system, Delta, to consolidate test training and evaluation functions. The move is intended to speed fielding of combat-credible space capabilities. Next, Department of the Air Force launches Culture of Fitness initiative. The Department of the Air Force announced a holistic fitness initiative designed to enhance readiness for both airmen and guardians. The effort emphasizes well-being as a foundation for agility and lethality across force. I know that the Space Force just did something because I had some of our guardians were on a Teams call for quite a while yesterday, talking about how to implement their watch. So if you guys don't know Guardians or Space Force Guardians, they can opt in to a PT program, which actually measures holistically their life. And they get this, smartwatch. I don't know if it's a Garmin or what kind of watch it is, but it's one of those smart GPS watches that measures your sleep, your HRV, and that kind of stuff. And then it reports back and all that kind of stuff. And so you don't actually have a PT test that you got to take. They do it all off the watch. I personally don't know how effective that is. And I don't think the Space Force really knows how effective it is, in all honesty. But it's kind of cool that they're trying something new and trying something that's never been done before. So we'll see how it works. All right, this is of interest. Vandenberg community honors veterans at regional airport. Personnel from Vandenberg Space Force Base welcomed home veterans returning from an honor flight at Santa Maria Airport. The engagement reflects continuing community ties and recognition of service. Those honor flights are pretty cool. If you guys aren't familiar with them, I'd check them out. You can find them on YouTube and stuff like that, but I don't really know the organization that does that unless it's called the Honor Flight Organization, but it's pretty cool, man. They take, old vets, World War II, Korea War, Vietnam, etc., and fly them to places to see their family or see, where they trained or stuff like that, just to reintegrate them. And it's pretty cool. All right, next, Naval Medical Forces Development Command names new Comptroller. Naval Medical Forces Development Command announced its new Comptroller and Resource Management Director. The appointment supports fiscal oversight over the Navy's medicine development and training enterprise. It says, I categorize that as of interest, but I don't really know who would be interested in that, personally. So I added another category here just to see how it works. So if you guys like it, I'll keep it, or maybe if you have some input, I can adjust it, and just let me see what you think. So the category is anything that comes from the White House, the President of the United States, the Secretary of Defense, or the Undersecretary of Defense. So let's see what you guys think about these. First one is presidential message on the 78th birthday of the United States Air Force. President Donald J. Trump issued a message celebrating the 78th birthday of the United States Air Force, honoring the service of airmen and their contributions to national security and the evolution of air power. The statement reinforced the Air Force's role within the broader defense posture and emphasized heritage and readiness. And then next is White House preparing quantum technology for executive action. The White House is developing one or more executive actions addressing quantum information sciences, and post-quantum cryptography. Jeez. migration efforts across federal agencies. The measures aim to set timelines for agency networks to adopt quantum-resistant cryptographic standards ahead of threat-relevant technology developments. I'll tell you what, quantum computing, quantum crypto, and it is... we are, as soon as we crack the code on quantum and it becomes like readily available and people having all that kind of stuff, like AI is going to get out of control. Keeping things encrypted is going to be unbelievably difficult as well. Now, I know that you could say, well, if you have quantum stuff, you could make it more secure. Yes, but trying to protect your stuff and yourself and your information against quantum level computing is going to be incredibly difficult. And not just yourself, communications that the military is going to use is going to be attacked, and it's already attacked on a daily basis, several thousand attacks a day, but it's going to be at a level that we can probably barely comprehend. So anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you guys joining us. Have a great weekend, y'all. It's Friday. Get up for it. See ya.